modern day masculine man, take one.
What makes a modern day masculine man? When you drink your liquor straight, a modern day masculine man. I pay all the bills and I tells my woman the truth. Got my shit together, do what I wanna do, say what I wanna say. I won't break you, are not me, and I am not you. I kept it real, so now I can do what I wanna do. Modern masculine man. Welcome to Man School.
Welcome to the Modern Masculine Man Podcast, Mitch. Woo!
Welcome. Come one, come all. Stand up, fall. Welcome to Ranting, Raving Wednesdays with me and my lovely co-host, Carla Nicole, with the neck town today. What is that called? What is that? A scarf? You went scarfy on it, huh? Scarface, golly.
This is actually a actual top. It goes together.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. It looks nice. Sometimes we pick on each other when some look nice instead of just saying, "I like you. You look nice. You look like you long and drafty tonight, and your hair pulled back." So it's just you look like nice tonight. How you doing this week? How's your Hump Day Wednesday going?
Listen, you have no idea. I've been doing wonderful, man. Just it's been quite a week. I'll say that. It's been quite a week. Yeah. So I have a lot to fill you in on, but we'll have to do that off the air.
That's what's up. Tennessee hot chicken. Trade proof. Hit the wrong button. We got to shout out our first people that's in the room. Shout out our most loyal people that's always here. Tennessee hot chicken, Trade proof. Miss Lady, she hasn't got in the building yet, but I'm pretty sure she'll be in here soon. Chris Mayfield, what's popping in the population? My brother always say that, so you already know what time it is. So I like the topic. I saw the topic. I like the topic because it's one of controversy. It's one that people don't talk about, but it's one that also destroys a lot of relationships. It makes or breaks a lot of relationships. So what we talking about tonight?
All right, buckle up. You got your seatbelt on?
Mm-hmm.
make sure you buckle up tonight because we're getting ready to have some fun. So I think that it comes a point where we have to, as women, we have to come to our understanding of our sexual energy. And we need to start being more mindful of what our freaking sexual needs are. We also need to understand that sometimes our needs are very vivacious. Sometimes we have a sexual, not a sexual appetite, but we have a sexual hunger. Mm-hmm. And before I get into all of that, I'll just briefly explain the difference. So we have a sexual appetite, which is we just desire to be intimate with our lover or whatever. We have our desires, or if we have multiple partners, we have desires in that space. And then we have some women that have a sexual hunger. And I must be honest, some of them that have a sexual hunger, it goes and is in alignment with that woman's purpose in life. So we talk often a lot about how important it is that the intimacy in a purposeful woman's life is vivaciously important when you're talking about not just creating, but accomplishing what your mission is in life. You definitely need a man energy sexually, and you need a man's covering, and you need a man in your life, or men, depending on what you got going on, to really look out for you and what your mission is, whether if it's joint or individually, and you have an autonomy, you both have two different, missions, but whatever it is, there needs to be an understanding that sexual energy needs to be exchanged. Okay? So, with that said, a lot of times we don't talk, at least to women, we don't talk about that difference, that there's an appetite and then there's a hunger. Those are two different things. Now, I'm talking to women that are sexual, so if you're not really comfortable with sexuality, this is not going to be the show for you, because we're going to come from a space that may make you feel a little uncomfortable in your skin when you're talking about getting down with the get down. So sexuality is the topic. And here's what the topic is called tonight. It's called When Your Body Says Yes and Your Lovers Can't Keep Up. Now,
My body's telling me yes, but my lover can't keep up, baby. I don't know why I just made me think
what
about
made you think that?
because my mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me yes. My body's telling me yes, but my lover can't keep up.
You can't keep up.
It made sense to me. It just
Okay.
made so much sense to me.
So let's talk about this, Javon, because I know you have had a series of different women in your life that you've had experiences with. Either she was your lover for real, in real time, or you had spotty, encounters with various women. Is it clear when I'm explaining that you have some women that have sexual appetites and you have some women that have a sexual hunger? Am I clear on explaining?
Yeah. Just for the people, just though, break their appetite and hunger one more time before we get into it, because I don't want to confuse them as we go.
Okay, so sexual appetite means you just have a natural availability to being intimate with your lover or lovers. You enjoy sexual energy exchanges. You like to be there. You're very engaged. You're present and you enjoy sexual energy. Okay, that's what that means when I say about sexual appetite. When I'm talking about sexual hunger, I'm talking about a sexual energy inside of the woman that is extremely different than the average woman. So, for instance, I'll share with you, which will go down the road eventually, but there's a difference between just wanting to be intimate with your lover or lovers because you just want to be close to them, versus the hunger is inside of you that has to feel that exchange because she's purposeful and that need is there because of that.
So I see what you're saying. Like I've seen women that's like, I don't know if you ever seen the movie Black Snake Moan.
No, I haven't seen that.
Have you seen that?
No.
It's pretty much about it's about a young lady that kind of has that sexual hunger that you're talking about. Like she gotta have sex. It's like, and basically when she get anxious and anxiety kick in, she gotta have sex. So she'll do it to anybody, anywhere, at any time when that kick in on her.
Okay.
And I mean, and I've seen women that have a sexual appetite, you know what I'm saying, for their mate, when you're married or when you're with somebody, with your boyfriend, eventually you're going to want to sleep with them. If you're attracted to them, you pick them.
Right. That part. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't judge either one, but I know I've seen women that I've seen had a sexual hunger. I don't know if it was like, are you always like this, or are you this like this for me? You know what I'm saying? It's like you seem like you always on 10. You want to do it a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like as a man, I think people confuse men having a sexual hunger when our appetite is I think our appetite is just high. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think I've been like walking around thirsty, hungry for sex. I just think on a daily basis we walk around ovulating 24/7. It's like the wind blow the right way. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh shit, I'm like sometimes as a man, you be like, why am I hard? Like I be mad at myself. Like, why am I hard? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, it was that chick that had walked by like 10 minutes ago. I'm still thinking about her subconsciously. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, I've definitely seen women that have like a hunger. And you know, it's crazy that you say that, because most of the women, I'm gonna say most of the women that, I'm not gonna say most women that have purpose have a hunger, but you see women that are in their purpose, they be promiscuous, you know what I'm saying, and they be free. So I ain't saying that the two go together, you know what I'm saying. I
Well, I wouldn't deny that. I'll tell you.
yeah, I'm just saying I know, like, and I hate to, a lot of times I hate to use entertainers and celebrities
Right.
and people that we know, but those are who we know, and those are who we
Well, you
see
can
as
relate
successful.
we know of
Yeah,
them,
yeah,
but they're
that's what I'm
common.
saying. That's, we know of them.
Right.
We see them as successful. We
Right.
see them as in their purpose. So you know, like, whether we believe in their purpose or not, I'm pretty sure in their mind, if she's a celebrity, if she's an actor, if she's a singer, a rapper, whatever, she feel like she in her purpose. You know what I'm saying? And her purpose could be to be a muse for the world to enjoy. You know what I'm saying? So
Sometimes it's seductors to enjoy, but we won't go there, will we?
yeah. I mean, it's just like, say somebody like Eartha Kitt back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Let's
She
hear
was
Tina Turner.
yes.
Tina Turner. These are women that the world was like, the world enjoyed. Like, that's the first Catwoman.
Yes,
I was reading some of her autobiography, and she was like promiscuous. You know what I'm saying? And she was
right.
like, she didn't give a damn.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah. I mean, you see all these celebrities and all these singers, and they be and I don't want to say passed around, but they go from guy to guy, celebrities to celebrity. So, you know, I think being sexually free and having that hunger has something to do with it has something to do with drive. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna say it like this, and this is the only way I can say it without I'm gonna just say it plain without trying to be a certain way. If you won't go out and get you no dick or pussy, how you gonna go out and get something else?
You
That's the
said
only way. You kind of see what I'm saying? If you don't, if your intersexual drive is not strong enough
inhibited.
to move on that, you know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yes.
And that's the ultimate creation. Whether,
Yes.
you know, fucking is for creation.
Yes.
Whether you create every time or not, but the
Right.
act of doing it is for creating, and
Yes.
you're getting an inner drive to create. So
Yes.
it's almost like, if you don't have the inner drive to create life, or
Right.
if you don't have the inner drive to fuck, you're
Right.
gonna seem like you're just a more mild person that's just kind of chilling in life. Like, if you ain't got the drive to go out and get that itch scratch, it's like, if you want to be an actor, where's that drive at? If you want to, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to explain what I'm
No,
saying. It's like,
everything you're saying is
you
accurate.
won't even go out and get your goddamn itch scratch, and you want to be an airplane pilot. Girl, you ain't gonna take no goddamn classes, dog. Bro, you ain't gonna do that.
No.
It's like, it's like certain things drives go together. Drive and ambition go together.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
I'm not saying that you got to be promiscuous. I'm just saying, if you won't make that happen, what's the chances of you making something else happen? That's what I'm saying. I don't want to confuse nobody. Somebody, he's saying, if I don't fuck, I ain't gonna meet my hopes and dreams. That's kind of what I'm saying. Like,
Well, I will put it this way. Like I said, if you're uncomfortable about sex tonight, this is not the show, because sexual energy is creative energy. That's what it's for. If we were supposed to stop being sexual after procreation, we would no longer have a sex drive. We would stop. As soon as we have a child, there would be no more drive for sex. But that's not the truth. We still have a drive for intimacy. And again, I am in my 50s and I have no look, my drive hasn't went into a downshift. It is right where it's always been and it's full of energy. So for me, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, well, it's like everybody, but it's for me. And I'm saying if you're not okay with sexuality, this is not the show, because we are going in tonight and I'm going to give you guys something to really think about. Because for me, I think it's silly for us to sit here and act like, oh, I don't want to be sexual. Well, this is not for you.
Well, I think, and sometimes when you have a sexual conversation, and any conversation you have about sex, you we don't speak about it in the context that the rules and regulations and morals and norms and guidelines around sex are fairly new to human existence.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there was a time where, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't one partner, or you have to have a wedding, or you have to fall in love, or you have to, you know what I'm saying? It's like people don't realize there are two things that make humans exist. Eating and fucking. And those drives are the drives that keep us alive.
Yes, sir.
I was just telling my brother, he was talking about the Jehovah's Witness and what they believe, and how a lot of the men don't do this and a lot of the men don't do that. And I was like, okay, I'm not saying I don't believe you, but I am saying the drive to have sex is going to be continuous in each person, because it's the thing that keeps humans existing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think, I look at the earth and I look at human existence, I like, we are a microorganism of the earth. Like, the earth needs a certain amount of humans. If we stop fucking, we gonna die off. So what I was saying to him was, if everybody was born, if everybody was monogamous and born in a monogamous marriage, we would die off. Humankind would die off. Because we have to duplicate ourselves, like cells in a body duplicate themselves and make up systems. So I just always felt like, I'm not saying that's a reason to be horny, but just the word in itself is almost like a governor into human existence. Oh, you're horny. Yeah, you're damn right I'm horny. Who gave what? The creator gave me this drive. You know what I'm saying? And before you created your rules and regulations, two people that were horny could do what the fuck they wanted to do. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And so let's get started on this, because I don't want us to lose time. And I know you got to get out of here at a certain time, so I don't want to lose. This is very exclusive information, and I don't want us to lose this. So the core question came to me because a client asked me, based upon her own sexual energy, to help her come up with a decision to make. So she already is in a multiple partnership already. And she wanted me to help her to decide if, because of her sexual hunger, if it is, if she has room in her relationship in her relationship style that she's in, if there's room for her to bring in another lover. And she wanted me to help her to decide her capacity. And so I asked her a very significant question. I said, well, let me ask you this. I said, when we're talking about capacity, I mean, are you feeling a lack? She said, no, both of my lovers fulfill me. But I'm not at the point where I feel like it's not enough. I'm just saying I have a vivacious energy that is still in the core of me that still needs to be explored. And I don't want to lose what I have, but I do want to ask you if it would be to my advantage to create something else without losing what I already have. I said, well, let me ask you this. What do you do when your capacity for intimacy in your connections and pleasure is higher than what your partners are able or willing to do and give? What do you do in that case? She says, well, I just kind of deal with it. I don't do anything because I don't go outside of what I already have. I'm cool, basically. I said, okay, well, let's go ahead and track what you are doing. So I gave her a sexual energy tracker to track her lovers and track how often she was getting it, how she was getting it, what she felt. And literally, we went in and we diagnosed both lovers that she's already with. We then determined if these lovers are where they are, what type of love and sexual energy they're exchanging, and if she feels that in those exchanges she's getting enough. So we did this for 37 days for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just call them two different names. We'll just say lover A and lover B. So lover A is pretty, I mean, she's getting intimacy 2.6 times out of the week with both of them on average. So in that 37-day period, we got a lot of data, but outside of that data, we're actually learning about what it is her sexual needs are. She's not saying she's in lack. She's just asking me, do I have enough room? Or is this being greedy? So she's trying to see, am I sexually greedy, or am I just trying to sexually sustain my own personal appetite?
Am I finna be a whore? That's what it sound like. If I get one more nigga, am I horny? Am I a whore? You know what I'm saying? That's what it sound like.
Right.
Would
And
you
I said,
consider me a whore if I was fucking 3 guys 2.1 times a week?
Well, I was like, well, let's see. Let's draw it up. Let's take a look. So what do you think about that? About her coming to me, and because I get all kinds of unique reasons clients.
Well, you know what, you being a life coach, and then people come to me for stuff. A lot of times I'd be like, why are you asking somebody that question? Like not being funny, like
Right.
You can't tell, like, what can Miss Carla do with you for that? But like you said, y'all tracked it, y'all having a discussion, and that's what she want you for. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people will pay me for a discussion. I'll be like, so what do my opinion matter on that? You gonna fuck as much as you gonna fuck anyway. But some people need validation, or some people feel like, you know what I'm saying? They feel like people in general have a good advice. Long story short, to me personally, I don't judge nobody. I think that's a lot. I think sometimes, like I said, we talk about sex outside of the context that these rules and regulations are fairly new. But I also have to be mindful that the society that we live in has over sexualized us, and that we use sex as self-medication sometimes. So sometimes as a man, I would have to ask myself, are you really, really horny, for lack of a better word? Or do you want to fuck because you ain't got nothing to do? Because you had a bad day at work. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Friday. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Is this just a recreational?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you really have to ask yourself, and me, I had to ask myself, when I was younger, I found myself using sex as something to be the highlight of my day. You know what I'm saying? And I know I wasn't that horny. I know I wasn't. Yeah. I just know I would be like, okay, well, I'm a dude and I'm in college.
Right. I should be.
I just finished a long day of football practice. I've been in class.
Yeah.
I'm not the type of guy that's going to sit around and play the video game all night with the boys. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit, let me call one of my girls. I'm going to go over her room, or she come over my room. Sophomore year, I got an apartment off campus. But I know that I was using sex as like you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I had a long day. You know what I'm saying? Tired. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to nail something to the cross just because.
Right.
I know the difference in when my body is really horny. Because sometimes as a man, you can have sex and you don't have your full umph. Since we really
I
discussing it.
agree. Yes.
Yes. Sometimes as a man, we can
Yes.
have sex and you don't have your full umph. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Even in a marriage, there are times where your wife could want some and you like, okay, baby, and you know what I'm saying, and you want to do it,
Right.
and but you're tired,
Ugh.
and you got enough umph to do it, but it
Right.
ain't your damn dick. So and I think your woman know the difference when she getting the full umph and when
Yes.
she getting just, okay, baby, I'm doing it for you, and vice versa. A man know when he getting his woman's full attention and when she just giving him some.
Right.
So, you know, I said that all that to say I don't want to judge the woman, but I think 2 times a week,
Mm-hmm.
2 persons,
Mm-hmm.
I can't say that's a lot. It just seemed like a lot of juices and shit happening. You know what I'm saying? It's different for me. See, for me, I'm not being judgmental. I'm a realist.
Yes.
If I take this cup right here, right?
Yes.
And I'm just being a realist. I'm not judging women. I'm not judging men. If I take this cup right here and I let 5 people stick their hand in this cup, I'm not going to want to drink this water out of this cup. But if I take this cup and there's 5 different people hold this cup on the outside, it's a chance I'm going to still drink this water in this cup. So that's kind of how I look at a man's ding-a-ling and a woman's vagina. If a man put a condom on, it's like touching, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But if he don't skeet in the woman, you know what I'm saying? I mean, so there's really no reason to judge. It just seemed like, you know, the society that I grew up in, a woman screwing 2 dudes a week, 2 times a piece is a lot. And then she want to get a 3rd one. But hey, that's her thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't judge nobody because, like I said, we have to think about this in the context of what if there were no rules and regulations of what's a lot, what's not a lot, what's husband, what's wife, what's boyfriend, what's girlfriend, what's monogamy, what's polyamory, polygamy, all that.
Well,
You know
what I didn't share was what was her actual sexual hunger. I didn't share that part. I just told you what she was receiving from the lover.
Oh, so you ain't calculated it yet.
I didn't tell you yet. I know what it is, but I didn't.
Oh, okay. What is the sexual hunger? So on the scale, what's her sexual hunger?
So my love, her actual sexual hunger. Now this is based upon desire. This is her alone, not with a man. So we actually did that gauge too. Just her actual sexual desire and nature. When is she the most aroused to be intimate? Not based upon a lover, having one, who is it, and all that. Just her nature. What is her nature? And after our calculations, it is 25 times a week. That's her nature. In her nature, she would like to have it 20 to 25 times a week.
Now let me ask you this. Now I know there may not be a way for you to account for this, and you know we all been to college, and I know it'll be a long time to see how the hell you figure out that she like what scale that takes to say you want to fuck 25 times a week. You know it's crazy.
I'll be graphic because you asked, so I'm going to tell you for women how we find ourselves aroused. So normally the clitoris gets erect just like the penis.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a craving vaginally on the clitoris to want to be stimulated. That's how we end up finding ourselves aroused to wanting to be intimate with a man. So you know what that is.
Yeah. So basically, she wanted to touch herself almost like she
did, and she climaxed. But normally, she would just tell me, even if she was just moved, she'd be like, "I was just moved sexually to want to be with someone." She would track it, so everything was tracked. just for her
Yeah,
own,
okay.
for her
Yeah,
own.
because like I said, it's some science in it. That's why I was like,
Yes.
that's how many. Yeah, I was like, how do you tell how many times? Well, as a man, if now I don't know if that's the same scale you use for a man or the same
Absolutely.
litmus
Yes,
test, because
it is.
as a man, we be hard all the time. Like,
Well, no, not all men, but I understand what you're saying, but
yeah,
not
yeah,
all men
yeah,
are hard all
yeah,
the
no,
time.
yeah.
It
Not all men are hard all the time.
No, it depends on the man, and it
Yeah.
depends on the man's mindset. Because
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be honest with you, visionary men, men that have a vision and are dynamic and focused on what they desire and what they're trying to do, they have a higher, more vivacious sex drive. I'm telling you now, men that are driven and high in their vision and know what they want to do have a higher sex drive than just the average traditional man that wants to go home, have his wife, his kids, and be cool. The men that are
So we
driven,
need to stop giving Dr. King hell, right? Leave Dr. King alone. He had a dream.
right,
He
right.
was doing all that fucking. Dr. King had a dream to
He had
change
a
the whole world. He changed the whole free world. Everybody got civil rights. You can have gay sex now openly and get married because of
Don't
Dr.
start,
King. So
don't start,
that's
don't start.
no, I'm just saying
No,
that's why they
I
said
know.
Dr. King used to damn be tearing shit up after those meetings back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Visionary men, they actually have a higher sex drive. This is why, if we're honest, visionaries normally have multiple lovers in multiple locations. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's got a drive to be somebody.
Yeah, and he needs several women pouring into his ear, like several women pouring into a man's ear, and like some women can cheer a man on this way, and then another woman cheer him on that way, and another woman cheer him on that way.
Right.
I was watching this special on Bob Marley and Rita Marley,
Mm.
and you know, Bob had a vision to bring the world together through music. And Rita was saying that she used to have to come get him out of women's rooms. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they had an understanding. Like
Right.
she was like, Bob was like, always come get me. Don't let me spend the night with no hoes. Just always come get me. You know where I'm at. Like, I guess Bob would.
She was curbing his sexual appetite.
Yeah, you know, she said, and the reporter asked her kind of like, how did she feel? She was like, she didn't feel a certain way. She was like, her job was to watch over Bob's soul
Yes.
more than it was sexually. So in a way, it's like Rita Marley kind of was like, I'm like she said it. My job was to watch over his soul. So kind of like I keep this nigga at peace. You wouldn't have a Bob Marley without me, but I ain't stressed about who he fucking. I know he gonna want to always fuck something. I was about to say something that I don't think a lot of people understand. Okay. So say for example, as a dude, I've always been when you're younger, you know, men will say, I'm just like I'm 17 or whatever. When I was young as a man, I ain't gonna say we, I'm gonna just talk about me specifically. Mm-hmm. When I was young as a man, I could have sex with a woman at 9 o'clock and it lasts 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
9 o'clock in the morning or night?
Night, morning, whatever. The point I'm making is I could, when I was younger, I could have sex with a woman 2, 3, 4 times. You know what I'm saying?
Or different women?
Well, yeah, one woman.
Okay.
Now this is what I've noticed over years when I was growing in manhood.
Okay.
When I was young and in college, I could have sex with a woman and we would have sex 3, 4 times. And she would want it 3, 4 times. Of course. And as she start touching on me, I get right back hard.
Right.
Now the older I got, I didn't have the capacity to just I'd be like, shit, I don't want to fuck 3, 4 times. And the women didn't want to fuck 3, 4 times. The older I got, I've always been the type of nigga. I like women my age. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, I like women my age, and I like older women. I don't like younger girls. I don't like bald pussy and da da da. I feel like there's a certain. No, I'm saying I feel like it's certain things that's gonna come in your age generation.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So, but the point I'm making is, as a dude right now, I keep saying dudes, but I don't want to personalize it to me, but I have to because I don't want to make general statement. Right. As a dude, I can have sex if I have sex with my wife. I'm just doing it one time.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be able to physically get attracted to her enough to be like, let's do it again. Unless we'd have had a drink or something, and it's a special Valentine's night or something like that.
Okay.
But if you was to bring another woman in the room, I would get hard immediately.
Why? What's the difference?
Because this is the point I'm making.
Oh.
A man got one round for the one he with, one or two. But after he's done, bring a new woman in the room and let her get naked. He gonna get hard immediately. Or me. I ain't gonna say he.
Okay.
Then bring another woman in the room. If you was to keep bringing women in the room back to back, a man's dick gonna get up. Because his nature is something new. So how can I say it? You might, a man, no matter how much he love his woman, he might have 2-3 rounds for her in a night. And soon as she's think he done, if she said, hey, homegirl, come in here and tag in, that nigga dick gonna get right back hard. Men are polyamorous by nature.
Okay.
I think women are too. You know what I'm saying? It's just women can't say it. But you know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's one size fits all. I'm a monogamist, so I think
yeah.
You know, I think everything is different. I think you're one way, but I don't think all men are your way, and I don't think all women are my way. I just think everybody's individual.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree with that.
You know, but what I do want to say is this. So I asked her we also tracked, because I want to give you the different things that we tracked. I said, who shows up consistently? Who shows up spontaneously? How different types of intimacy satisfies your different needs? And then what's missing and why it matters. So these were the patterns that was emerging from the tracker that I was having her fill out. And what we were finding out was, what do you think is not enough? Is it that it's not enough because it's not enough frequency? Or is it not enough from one lover? Or what? Like, what is the not enough part? Or is it just that you're not sure if either one of them could really keep up to your hunger? So you're at the point where you don't want to put the pressure on them to take them out of their realm of comfortability to be intimate with you. So you don't want to be like, this ain't enough. You ain't doing enough. So you don't want to do that, because then you're going to make the man feel like, well, what's that supposed to mean? You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do all that. So how do we do this to where you don't want to make him feel or them to feel uncomfortable? How do we do this in a way to where, to your own credit, you're learning about your sexual nature that most women don't know? Most women don't know their sexual nature because most women don't know how to respond or even know when their clitoris is erect. If I'm very honest, we're not talking about it. We're not talking about like, man, I was actually sexually moved. We're not talking about it because you men talk about y'all's erections like it's yesterday's thing.
Well, I woke up hard every day. Yeah. I wake up hard every morning. Every morning that meat.
Talk about our clitoral erections. We don't even respond to them, let alone talk about them, let alone are in tune enough in our bodies to even know our sexual hunger or our sexual appetite. So me doing this with her was fun because it was engaging, because not only was she learning about herself, I'm learning about, well, damn, I didn't even realize that she's getting to the point of she's learning about herself, and she's not saying that those two lovers she wants to rid of and get one that's going to do everything for her. She likes what she has. They sustain her, But what she's saying is, this is the woman that she's between the ages of 35 to 45. This lady is to the point where she's looking at, hey, I can actually find out in my own spirit and soul, my nature with no judgment. Just learning about me and learning about my nature without there being any type of rules, any type of demands or commands. And so expanding outside of that, we have to remember that a lot of women, when they were first introduced to sexuality, and I say this all the time, a lot of times women have taken the pipe too soon. What does that mean? Well, a lot of women have been either molested, touched inappropriately, had sex when they didn't want, were raped, all kinds of sexual trauma was explored and they didn't know what it meant or anything. So they ended up going into sexuality with not really knowing what to feel, other than this is the first time and this don't feel all that great. So when you have that as your first initial experience and you don't know what it feels like to desire and want it, some women never outgrow that way of seeing sex because they never even want to try it again. This is how the celibacy and abstinence is so high. This is how women can shut it off and be okay with it, because their first initial interaction sexually was either molestation, rape, or, it just didn't feel good to them. So for me, I had to help women, or I'm helping women, but I had to help this woman to see, well, what was your first experience? She said, well, I loved it. But it took me a while to understanding what sexuality really is. And so with us doing this 37-day journey, I'm learning about what I even feel like after the sex. How was I more creative, or did I just want to go to sleep? What was my reaction to each lover? And also, what did that lover want from you when he was inside of your womb? Because men are asking for something from you as well. One was going through a stressor about a family issue. So he was inside of her womb just trying to get that comfort from her. I just want your comfort. I want to fill your womb for comfort. And so she felt, oh, I'm helping you. So now that's a different type of understanding and sexual energy exchange. So again, we don't talk about how you're going to be horny for a lover that's in a remorse, a sadness, disappointment, a stress. He's just needing you to just help him through this, versus I want you because I was thinking about how sexy you are. That's two different sexes, but it's sex.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because I hear people say patriarchy so much. I hate that word. But then sometimes, I say, I can understand where women come from. It's we live in a society, like I said, in context of these rules and regulations are fairly new. But men have traditionally told men, boy, get as much pussy as you can before you settle down.
Yes.
And if you settle down, you still can sneak and get some pussy on the side. And as long as you take care of your family and do right, you should be all right. And women have been told, limit your sex partners. You need to be more chaste to get a man. Your body count need to be low. Don't fuck as much. So I can understand how women could have, like you said, not understanding or realizing when they click getting hard, or maybe looking at themselves like, damn, I'm too horny. You know what I'm saying? Why do I want to do this all the time? And then women have a certain pressure to perform for their men. Like when I say pressure to perform, I mean, I got to get this nigga some. Like his piece is around me fucking him. Or you know what I'm saying? It's like as a man, I don't ever feel stress to have sex with my wife or pressure. Now, there's times where I'm tired or had a long day, or she might hit me up, you know what I'm saying, and be like, I want some of that dick when I get home. And then it's like, oh, man, now I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, now I feel a little, like.
You feel like.
Yeah, that's different than I never felt like if I don't give my wife some pussy, she might go out here and beat somebody up. Or I mean, if I don't give my wife some dick, she might go beat somebody up or be frustrated on her job, or she needs some dick in order to da 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 da. But I do know there are times with women that I have been in situations with my wife and she acting a certain way, and I just be like, okay, she need to let me bend her ass over right here and put this dick to her and fuck her for real, and like really like almost like I fucked Tina in that booth that night. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like seriously, there are times where my wife have been in situations where I had to fuck her hard, like just push that dick in, and something about that made her feel wanted. Or
good point. So that's a great point, because I also asked her what kind of sexuality or exchanges she was getting. That's a great point, because you just said pushing into your wife. So what was it that you were pushing into her for? What was it that you were desiring from her when you were in that forceful pressure that you were pushing into your wife? What were you pushing into her? That is energetically, there's something to that. You were pushing into her womb for what? What were you trying to get from her?
Well, like I said, it's like I said, whether it's a male dominance or a primal thing, it's like you walk around here acting funny or acting shitty with an attitude, and I think you just need some violent dick. I'm gonna put a little spit on the head and I'm gonna push that motherfucker in and let it, and then I'm gonna dig your ass out as hard and deep as I can. That's gonna make me come faster. And it seemed like it always made her come and be excited. So, you know, sometimes I think that's just like I said, when I say the patriarchal way of women have been taught not to ask for the dick when they want it. You know what I'm saying? Or fear rejection.
Honestly, we don't even know when it is. We don't.
Oh, I don't. Yeah.
Because a lot of times we don't know until we're in the act. Like, oh, well, I didn't realize I needed this, or it's been a while, or whoo. But when she was doing her exercise and doing this 37-day tracker, she was able to be more attuned with being present in the sex. Yeah. So now she's not just getting sex, she's actually there.
Yeah.
That's a whole different mindset. Because it's different when you're in the, I would say, aerial view of you having sex versus being in the movie of the sex. Those are two different viewpoints.
And then, you know, I feel like women too have a certain level of pressure sometimes, meaning I could remember my grandma saying, don't come in here bringing all that angst on me. Like hearing her saying to my grandfather, like almost like, even as a man, I have been in that situation where I'm having a bad day. My boss didn't give me a raise. I feel like my hopes and dreams ain't coming along fast enough. And I'm like, I'm finna fuck the shit out of something. And it's like angrily fucking something. You know what I'm saying? And it's like if the woman couldn't take it,
go ahead.
I'm angry. I'm getting a frustration out. And if a woman couldn't take it, like, you know, I won't always marry her, you know, even in marriage, like even younger, you know what I'm saying? Aggression, like getting mad if a woman, you hitting her from the back and she trying to get away or some, or she pushing her hands, trying to keep you from getting in deep, and you like, move your fucking hands, and you like pushing her legs and you hold her where she can't move. And it's like, if she can't take the pounding you giving her, it's like, ah, man, fuck that girl. She can't take no dick. When you really just trying to fuck, like I say, it's I hate to personalize stuff, but you know, just admitting, like, there are times as men, I've wanted to just fuck a girl hard because I was having a bad day. And it's like, if she could take that, and you could tell when a woman like you, or whether she like you or not, when she decide, okay, I'm gonna relax and open this pussy up and let you have it. Right. And you could tell when a woman is letting you dig her guts out, because no matter how big your dick is, if she don't relax, that dick ain't going to that second hole, that trap door. So it's like, when you see a woman whether she liked it or whether she doing it because she like you to keep you around, when she just relax her stomach and let you have that pussy and you feel that pussy open up good and you can just beat. I be like, that's my friend right there. She care about me because she, you know what I'm saying? I hate to say it like that. She know what's up.
Hilarious as hell.
Nah, I'm just saying that's a situation where people don't tell the truth about situations like that, or I'm just trying to be honest without saying that, you know, people will take this shit and say, oh, he wants to use a woman's body and he wanna da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to say it without saying, you know what I'm saying? But then there are times where I have had a woman hop up on my dick and I had to say, hey, what you got going on in your life? Because you riding this dick with like you goddamn angry or something, you know what I'm saying? You riding this dick with a different type of, you must have had something going on. Like,
oh yeah, a woman can get angry too. Yeah, it's definitely possible. we can do some things too. I mean, but again, it comes down to really learning about the capacity. So after we did all this tracking for her, she desired 20 to 25 encounters a week. The gap between her current reality and her desired capacity is what I was trying to find out. Deciding on whether adding another lover could help her meet her desired frequency, and how evenly or unevenly the encounters are distributed. I guess I wanted to check that out. And how sustainable the actual current lovers' contributions sexually are. So I was doing all of that as we're doing these tracking. So she was giving me real good content as to this one's moving me, this one isn't so much. We're having a good time, but I still feel a hunger, and I'm at the point now where I just want to know, what do you think? Like, where are we at with this understanding? And I said, well, actually, after doing all your tracking, taking all the numbers, everything you're coming to me with, because she has a solid relationship with A and B. They're both decent dudes. They're both good at what they do. They're not small or not, relaxed on performance. They're very present. They both care about her. So she's got all that she needs there. I told her she does have room. She does have room.
And I can see her having room because, I mean, even as a dude, like I said, as the older I get, the less women I want. You know what I'm saying? As far as it's got to be something about her mentally that turns me on. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like there are some women that feel real good, and then there are some women that look real good. You know what I'm saying? If a woman is dark and slim, yeah. I could just look at her. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even got to have sex with her. I could just look at her and play with myself. Then you got some women that feel real good. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's sometimes you have to decide what you want out of a situation, because you know what I'm saying? As a dude, like I said, not being too personal, as a dude,
right?
I had got kind of trained early by older women when I was younger.
Yes.
And telling me how to please a woman. So my sexual mind is, I ain't gonna say warped, but I ain't even having sex kind of for me. I'm trying to be with your woman. You know what I'm saying? I don't, like I said, if you get into all the psychology of it, when I was the kid that I didn't get told I love you by my moms and aunts. I didn't get hugged a lot. You know what I'm saying? My family was not an affectionate family.
Okay.
We looked out for each other, but as far as the women in your family saying, come here, little man, hop up on my lap, nephew, or I love you, or hug, there wasn't a lot of hugs and affection in my family.
Gotcha.
So I'm trying to have sex, not to get me a nut. I'm trying to blow a woman's mind. It's like I don't feel good until she dick whip. You know what I'm saying? So there are times that I have sex, I won't even come. And a woman will be like, you didn't come, you okay? I'm like, I'm good. And she like, I'm like, don't worry, when we get up in the morning, I'm gonna get me. But for this time and period right now, I just wanted to.
So you're selfless.
Say what?
So you're a selfless. You're a
It's
selfless.
not
lover.
even selfless. It's very selfish of me. I'm trying to make a woman fall in love with me with my dick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I don't. And the sad thing about it is, I don't be caring how they feel afterwards. And women have said that, and I thought it was a joke, or just women being women. Well, what if I like it too much? What if I fall in love? What if I want it too much? I used to be like, shit, I hope we like it that much, but we just ain't gonna go out of the bounds of what the fuck we can do. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So as a man, me as a man, sometimes it's like I feel bad that I really don't feel bad. I feel sorry when a woman want to see me more than she can, because I know that I done strategically had sex with her. I done strategically said the right things while I'm inside her. It's something about when you having sex with a woman and you can talk to her and you can tell her and you can show her, you feel that down in there? You feel yourself squeezing me, and you stop. And then you say, feel that. And you let her, and when her body naturally pulsates on your dick, and then you make your dick pulsate while it's in her, and you ain't even humping. But that conversation, you feel yourself down there. You feel yourself opening up. It's something about that and that conversation with a woman that drive them crazy too. So I'm trying to drive a woman crazy.
So you're an ear hustler. You're ear hustling.
Yeah, all that, everything.
That is to a woman's heart. Women fall in love with what a man says anyway. That's why men can keep lying and lying and lying and lying and lying, and she'll keep accepting the lies.
Because it's like if her legs shaking, and I said, "Look at your fucking legs shaking," and then I might say, "Stop shaking," and she can't stop. Stop fucking shaking your goddamn leg. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I'm trying to stop shaking my leg, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a psychological thing that I know I'm doing. And then it's like, when she like me too much, hey, good morning, handsome. I'm like, oh, hell, here you go with that goddamn checking on me every day bullshit. Like, won't you just chill out until it's your turn?
You wanted her to turn. You wanted it, and then you don't want it.
Exactly. But I'm pretty sure women. I like to see them lay there and tremble and shake, and that, you know, when a deer caught in headlights, when they look up at you and like I can't believe, and y'all women, y'all will break down and tell the truth at that point, like, what are you doing to me? How do you know what to do? You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
you need mental health. I don't.
Women do it to men too. Y'all do it to men too.
Your ass needs to go straight to mental health. Don't put
see, that's what I'm saying.
Don't collect $200. I want you.
Listen. Men have these conversations. Now you could tell when men sitting around drinking beer and talking, you could tell what man, I ain't gonna say don't know what he doing by his conversation. But if a man don't understand certain things, you be like, boy, I dropped down in that second hole, and motherfucker be like, what you talking about? And be like, oh, you don't know what you talk about. You know what I'm saying? So, but men are trying to do this, and women are trying to do that. Ain't no woman sucking on you with two hands and holding her breath and spit. She trying to be with you when she do that. So I'm feeling like y'all doing the same thing to us.
Well, I'll put it to you this way, because you know me. You know I'm a always throw the curveball. The truth of the matter is, when you're talking about wanting to have an understanding about your sexual truth, you got to go in and learn about you. It's just that simple. If you really, really want something, if you really desire to have a sexual energy, then you really got to make sure that one-on-one you are having the intimacy where you're having a good time. But again, it depends. Some people want it and some people don't.
Trey Prue says, hell no, turning that light off, not looking at me. You remember you had said something that I tried since I knew you. And you was like, when two people can look in each other's eyes, like that's a different sexual connection.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course, it is.
So I tried that. You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife was like, okay, because for some reason, when you've been together a while, you be kind of shy that you fucking the shit out of somebody.
Oh,
I don't know how to explain what I'm saying is, but me and my wife, we'll look at each other, but we don't stare it at each other. So she was like, let's try, like what Miss Carla said, let's look at each other. And that's a different level because
the life on.
Yeah, because you could tell when looking in somebody's eyes, how sometimes I think, and this is what I'm gonna say, right?
Okay.
And I just got to say it.
Okay.
I think in our community, Black men and Black women sometimes have an animosity toward each other of being vulnerable. Now, listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
As a Black man that has had sex with women from other races, women from other races are more vocal. I don't know if it's because you a fetish to them. I don't know why. I'm just telling the truth. Okay. Women from other races are more vocal. They'll tell you what you're doing, how you're making them feel. For the most part, my sisters, y'all are more moaners. Y'all, for the most part, from what I've experienced from my sisters, I haven't gotten more moans. Sometime when the dick is getting down in there, y'all may grunt.
Okay.
But it's almost like, how can I say this? Because we the same group. It seemed like sometimes for my sisters, y'all don't be wanting us to know that we driving that pussy crazy. Because it's almost like, I don't want you to think you got me. Whereas this woman from another race, she don't want you anyway. She just fucking you because you a nigga with a big dick overnight. She probably do this all the time. So she's more like, oh, that black dick. Ooh, good Lord, that dick is in me. Oh, you killing this pussy. Oh, fuck me harder. Oh, it hurt, but it hurt good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know when a man know when he kind of hurting a woman a little bit, and he know when he's giving her a good hurt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, when me and my wife looked at each other's eyes the whole time, it made us more vulnerable where she couldn't hide the fact that, like, nigga, you is in this pussy and I can't, and I'm looking down at her and it's like our eyes is making each other come like, this pussy good. And she like, nigga, you in this pussy. And there are times I would want to look away like, oh, this pussy good. I don't want you to know this pussy that good. Look away. Oh shit, I'm back. You still looking. Then when I look back, you still looking. And we practiced it. Okay. And we would find ourselves when shit get good. Both of us would kind of look away.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
that's the power of it. See, this is why when I coach and say stuff, I'm coaching to get you to try stuff that's going to help you. I don't come across as coaching to people to give y'all stuff that's not going to change your experience. You guys actually doing it and giving me this feedback today. I forgot I even said that. This happens all the time. And when you did it, you're telling me that it was undeniably.
It makes shit. It made shit better, but we had to get used to being that vulnerable. Wow. Of like, okay, it's like when somebody's giving you some head or somebody giving you some head, and it's like that shit be feeling so good. Sometimes you be saying, I'm a fucking scream, but you be like, I don't want to scream for this motherfucker. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I know I felt like that. A woman was giving me some head and that shit was so good. And I was like, hey man, I'm a fucking scream. I feel like this bitch finna give me a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, when it's over, I'll say, yo, that's some good ass head. But I don't goddamn let out what I be want to say. God damn, I love, what the fuck? You gonna fucking drive me crazy. I be wanting to say, you gonna fucking make me come back over here 3 times a week for this shit. But you don't want to say that because you don't want to feel like somebody got a hold on you. That's what I mean when I say.
But that's the problem is with us. I wouldn't say just all of us in the community, but we need to become more aware of our sexual truth. This is why the tracker is so important. The tracker helped the client to not just be there, but actually be aware of what happened even afterwards. How was she feeling? What moved in me? And what was these exchanges for? Because sexual energy is necessary. When we exchange the sexual energy, it helps us for something. And like I said, like you mentioned, sometimes I'm tired from work. But I'm sure there's been times when you were tired from work and Chris came in there and woke you up. You know what I'm talking about, that kind of way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were tired, but you got woke up fucking around with Chris's ass. And you're like, oh shit, I wasn't thinking about it, but now that I'm up in here, I'm thinking about it. This is what
Let me ask you something. And this is a question my granddaddy used to say,
Okay.
and you probably know this scientific term. I was looking up what I thought the scientific term. My granddaddy used to say that pussy fell out on the bed. And I've seen times, because I'm a light man, where it's like the pussy prolapse. Like, have you ever heard of that term, prolapse?
Yes.
It's like the pussy, the whole meat of the pussy came out and was hanging there when you, and it's like you sitting there looking at it like, what the fuck did I just do to your pussy? And granddaddy said, boy, I hit that pussy fell out on the bed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what that's what I be looking for. I be looking for, it's like the inside of that pussy, when you pull your dick out that last stroke, it's like the meat and everything just, oh, god damn. Like it collapsed. The pussy fell out on the bed and laid there. That's when she going to sleep. She done.
Yeah, she's done.
Done.
It's raps. But no,
You heard that saying before, prolapse? That pussy prolapse.
yes, and to be honest with you, one of the things that I think, because so many people don't realize that sexual energy, we have put so many rules and regulations and what it has to be and what it can't be, and we got to have this, and in order to get that, we have to have this. We have put so many stipulations on it that when I told her to remove all stipulations off of it and let's just talk about your actual sexual nature as a woman and what you're needing, it changed the whole context of understanding. She didn't know she didn't know that she wanted that. She thought that I just thought I enjoyed sexual energy, but I'm kind of curious because I still feel hungry sexually. I
Yeah.
still have my moments of hunger, and it's not from lack.
And like you said, that woman that's sexually hungry,
Yeah.
I know I've given a woman my best and everything I got. And you know, I can't say I'm a sex expert, but I know that I felt like I pleased her. And she has looked over at me and say, well, I'm so used to playing with my toys. I want to play with my toy. Would you be mad? I'm like, hell no, I won't be mad. Pull that motherfucker out. And they pull that toy out and start playing. And I see them moaning and shit. I get hard again and get right back in the mix with that toy. So I'm like, I guess it's just who it is. But she said something that's funny. That might be what they say when they say, he done turned me out. Old women, like my granddaddy used to say, I fucked the piss out of her. Right. Now they call it squirting. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, my granddaddy said, boy, I fucked the piss out that woman.
Right.
Now they like, oh, I'm squirting. Or like say, he done turned me out. My granddaddy said the pussy fell out on the bed. So that's a neat, like, oh Lord, he done turned me out. So that might be what old women like.
And some women don't want to have that. They want to be able to feel control under the guise of intimacy. Some people don't understand that until a woman can get emotionally mature, if she's not emotionally mature and cannot distinguish between sex and love, then she's gonna have a problem in her sex life. If she's not trying to be in a relationship, she's just trying to go ahead and get down with the get down. If you don't know the difference between sexual energy exchange just for sex, and that's it, versus sexual energy exchange, love, care, motivation, wanting to care about them and do this for them. If you don't know the difference, then you shouldn't be having sex because you don't know what you're doing.
You definitely don't want nobody to prolapse that pussy where she stand up and look down at herself. You know, when you do it to a woman for the first time, she'll stand up and look down at herself. She'll be scared because she'll see her lips
because
and inner meat hanging out. She's like, I was like, hey, you got prolapse.
That is so ridiculous. You need mental. I told you to go to mental health. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200 straight to mental health tonight.
What's wrong with me down there? I was like, hey, I just pulled a whole pussy. That's over. I just fucked that pussy inside out.
If anybody wants a copy of the tracker, please get a hold to me. You can call me at 844-5-WISDOM, extension 0, or you can just text that number. And what you can do with the tracker is you can actually figure out your own sexual appetite, whether you're sexual or not. Just learning about your own sexual energy, learning about what your energy is calling for natural, by nature, just you. I'm not asking you to do anything. Just take a look at your sexual energy. Because when we exchange it with a man, we need to figure out, okay, this man is actually hitting it right, or he's not hitting it enough, or I need it more. And then, ladies, let's be honest. A lot of times we want to get the attention, but a lot of times we're not honest about saying that maybe we need to be more vocal.
And look, from the next week, I'm gonna be walking around with a sheet of paper. I'm hard. Like Miss Carla, I got hard 40 times Monday, 1 times on Tuesday. Yes. She's like, you need to bust. Oh, you need to just walk around coming.
We're putting a restraining order on your dick. That's what we're gonna do.
Y'all tune in tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. for my guy Trav for hero training. Peace.